Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to another Fishroom video. Today I'll be going through all of my filtration and my centralised air system and how everything in here is filtered. I'll also be going through my water changes and how I go about those. Obviously it's a lot of tanks, it needs a lot of maintenance, and also how I make my own water to accommodate for all of it. Hope you enjoy. Okay, to start off with, I've got my huge air pump. It does 60 litres a minute and it's from a company called Mido. This one uses a linear piston instead of a diaphragm, so there's a lot less vibration and it's a lot quieter, supposedly. I've never used a big one that isn't a diaphragm, so I couldn't really comment on that, but it's amazing. And my room's directly above this and don't really hear anything. So from there, it goes around here, nice large diameter, it's 1 inch pipe, all the way around. Comes down here, just above all the tanks, and they've all got these air taps, so they will just go straight into the tanks. All my tanks run sponge filtration, because it's the most effective way to filter this many tanks. And obviously I'm on top of water changes all the time, so it's never an issue. It goes all the way around, creates little loops. The reason for creating the loops is so that it keeps a constant air pressure, consistency. That way there's never any parts of the fish room that get less air, it's all very equalised. And they're all running several sponge filters. And this rack over here, I will be eventually installing this new manifold that I just built. A load of air taps at some point. So I've got a new tank going on there. That'll be a whole other video. That'll be a good one to set up. And I've basically just got a few that come off down here, all down there, and over to here. I'm just trying to use sponge filters here. It's a very, very simple but effective method of filtering absolutely everything in here. As it's the 60 litres a minute, it can probably do a lot more tanks than I've currently got set up. It's probably running 14 tanks at the moment. Each of them has, 2 or 3 air taps going to it. As I said, nice all the way around, keeps constant air pressure. Okay, so going on to the water changes. Unfortunately, I still do manual water changes in terms of removing the water. Because Plex produce a hell of a lot of waste, and it's not realistic to have an automatic drip system or anything like that at the moment, so I'm still hacking out of garage. Eventually I would like to, but we'll see. So yeah, drain all of these automatically into the bucket, which has a nice pond pump, pumps it all the way outside to the drain. Then it does that bucket in seconds, which is awesome. Okay, and in terms of filling everything back up, that is a lot easier now because I have set that up so it is automatic, just turning a few valves. So in my barrel, that's where I make my water. It all goes into there. It's terrible lighting. Yes, big pump in there, pumps it all the way up there, all the way around. It's a smaller pipe, it's a 25mm pipe. Just pump down there to these, and all you have to do is turn those and it will basically start filling. It fills in quite quickly, but it's nice because you can control the speed, that way it doesn't put any of the fish into shock. Again, it goes all the way around, all the way through these, and then back up again. But for these tanks here, I've just got a little cut that comes out. There's another, I can't remember the size of this pipe, but it basically just comes down to here, and I use this to then fill these tanks up, which is awesome. Again, goes up, comes across, and goes back down. This way I can regulate the pressure without having to worry about any of the pipes bursting, because you can create a lot of pressure. That will then, if I need more pressure, just close that off slightly. If not, open that up. I don't really close it off ever, to be honest. And that's it for filling them up. Okay, so in regards to making my own water, it comes directly from the bathroom through like a hose adapter, connector, tap thing. to the HMA. It goes through the HMA system first, and then after the HMA it comes around the back, through here, through this large pump. It's rated for 300 gallons per day, and which is also what this one is, and that's my RO system. And then from there it goes into my barrel, and then to remineralize it and get it to the right TDS, like hardness, I disconnect it here and then add HMA directly to the barrel. And this, I generally, depending on the tank, it goes between 100 and 180 TDS, depending on which fish are in the tank. It's a nice way of controlling exactly what goes in, and it's still using HMA. It removes all the heavy metals and chlorine and chloramine, as I changed out one of the filters to do so. So with this system I don't have to add anything to the water, so no chemicals are added or anything like that. There's no chlorine in it anyway. It's a much simpler process, and yeah, I mean it's ideal if you know you're going to be doing water changes. You just leave it running for like 4 hours, 5 hours. That's the recommended time, and you have to turn it off. That's for the pump, and yeah, you just go from there, and it's great. So I had planned on doing a video for the automatic drainage system, but the issue was that the pipe size, I used 20mm PVC pipe, and then some silicone pipe that will fit inside it. It's basically just very slow, it just sort of trickles out, and it's not really what I was going for. So that video will come at a later date. I don't know when, but I will get around to making it at some point. But yeah, that's why that video never came out. It's because it didn't work as well as I'd hoped. But we'll get there. Video, I'll be going, hopefully, I'll be setting up this new tank. It's going to basically just utilise the space I've got here. It goes from like this side all the way over there. It's a 13 by 15 by 15 inch tank. No idea what the capacity of the water is. That's what I installed that light there for, just with some sky hooks, obviously. Yeah, so that will be coming next. Have you got any suggestions as to what I should do with it, in terms of like whether it be planted or bare bottom like most of my tanks? I'd love any feedback you guys have got. It will be for my longfin snow white adults, the breeding trio. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thought I might as well give you a quick update on all my babies. So here we've got some longfin green dragon babies. They are doing amazing. So many in there. It is from 2 batches, to be fair. They're all doing absolutely incredible. Okay, so in here we've got another group of the longfin green dragon babies. These are probably about a month older than the last lot. All doing really well. Growing nicely. I did separate this group into 2 because these are the slower growers, and it gives them the opportunity to catch up. Here's another half of a batch of longfin green dragons. It seems like quite a lot of these at the moment. All doing really well, growing out nicely. Here are some L333 albinos that I've got. These are going to be part of a future breeding project. I bought these for this size, and yeah, hopefully from different bloodlines and everything. I've got another 18 as well. Still growing out. Can't wait to start breeding these, because these guys are so cool. Currently, I've just got males, lots and lots of males. And I've basically just got a lot of longfin snow whites growing out. These are incredibly slow growing, and they are getting there. Again, another tank full of them there. These are my latest batch. This is about a week old. A lot of them hide behind the leaves, or in between them. And then he is currently sat in some as well. They might have actually hatched, I haven't checked today. There's another big batch in there. Happy days. Oh, I forgot about the lemons. I missed another batch, and they all got out into the tank. Again, I should probably check those ones a bit more often. But it does look cool with all the babies just going around with the parents just sat there. Hope you enjoyed today's video. It was just a quick rundown of how I've got everything running, basically. Yeah, if you did enjoy it, remember to subscribe, like, and all that stuff.